Is it true that Indians are still having to wait the same 130 plus years for a green card through the EB2 category, even though this issue has been talked about since 2018? Well, I came across this question while answering the EB1A queries on Reddit, which I usually do, and I also host a lot of AMAs in this regard. Again, I'm not an attorney, this is not legal advice. I speak from my experience going through the EB1A process. You should definitely consult an immigration attorney for all legal advice. But anyway, there's a decent bit that I have experienced which I'd like to share with you. And during one of these AMAs, I noticed how many people were debating the same thing that we were debating 5 years ago, even 7 years ago. So I decided to clear the air using hard facts and real life stories over here. Let's dive into the data and what it really means for you. First, let's go back to 2018. According to USCIS data, about 632,000 Indians, including their families, were waiting for a green card. And here's how it is broken down. In EB2, which is the advanced degree holders category, 433,000 people. Green cards issued that year, only 2,879. Well, the projected wait time over there is 151 years. This is what a lot of credible outlets out there are publishing. In EB3, which is basically the bachelor's degree holders and people with a decent amount of work experience, 115,000 people. Only 6,641 green cards were issued for EB3. Now, what is the wait time over there? 17 years. Fast forward to 2023 and the situation is just as grim, if not worse. 1.07 million Indians are stuck in the employment-based green card backlog. Most of these are in the EB2 and EB3 categories. And what's the wait time over here? A collective 134 years. Here's the kicker though. 134,000 Indian children are at the risk of aging out before their green card is approved. And 424,000 applicants could actually die waiting for their green card. So why is this wait really this long? What is causing these delays? Why is the American immigration system so broken? Let's just break that down. The US green card system is outdated. Let's get it straight. It's based on laws from the 1990s, which actually set a strict annual cap of 140,000 green cards for employment-based applicants, along with a 7% limit per country. This means that India, the country with the largest number of H-1B visa holders, is the most affected. And India has been sending so much tech talent to the US for decades, but the green card cap hasn't really been increased. And ironically, when these quotas were set, fax machines were still in use. That's how old it is. The system is simply too outdated to meet today's actual demand. The consequences of this backlog are real and they affect real lives out here. A colleague of mine came to the US for his master's in 2010 and he's been on the EB2 path since 2014 and now he's over 40 with kids aged 5 and 8 and he is still waiting. Now, thankfully his kids are US citizens, but this uncertainty has affected his career, his family, his peace of mind. Imagine living with this kind of uncertainty year after year after year. What's the point? Take Roshan's story, for example. His mother started the green card process in 2009. But by 2018, unfortunately, she passed away before they could get their green card. And Roshan turned 21 before her priority date became current. And now he has left the US and had to abandon his dreams because he could definitely achieve his dreams for the capabilities that he had in any other country out there. This isn't just their problem. This is happening to thousands of Indian families out there. And if you are an Indian in the US, you know no party is complete without a priority date and green card backlog or H-1B stamping conversation. So what can actually be done about this? And here's what's on the table. Fixing this backlog isn't really rocket science, but it needs action. Congress should pass the Fairness for High-Skilled Immigrants Act to eliminate this per country cap, or simply increase the annual green card quota to meet the demand. Many people call this per country cap extremely racist, which I do agree it is decently racist because it has gotten to a point where it disproportionately affects people from a certain country. Now, whether it was intended or not, it turned out to be so, which also demands a good amount of change to keep it fair. But let's be real though. We can't sit around waiting for Congress to figure it out. And although this might sound like a hook for the Smart Green Card program, this is definitely not a hook. I'm just here to lay a path out for you. Go with the Smart Green Card program, go with anyone else, or don't go with any program at all. It doesn't take away from the point that EB1A is a fast path in this process. And for people who are capable to put the work in, this is within your reach. You can make it happen without going through the painful wait that I just talked about. But here's a faster and more practical solution. With current wait times just around 2 years for Indians, many people can get it much quicker if you use your prior priority date towards your EB1. And EB1 Green Card is for individuals who can demonstrate extraordinary abilities in their field. Whether it is in the sciences, arts, or business, or athletics, it's really field agnostic. And unlike every other category, EB1A doesn't require employer sponsorship. It's the only category that doesn't require employer sponsorship. Now, the other category is EB2 and IW, but then you again fall into the whole EB2 wait time, which is no good anyway. So, practically speaking, EB1A is the only category which doesn't need employer sponsorship, and it is within your reach, practically speaking. And definitely, this is a much quicker way to a green card. The best part is that you don't need a PhD. Many of the people who went through our program, the Smart Green Card program's VIP clients, who have successfully obtained their EB1A approvals, they aren't researchers. Some of them are even brand managers and product managers, engineers, data scientists, and more. So if you have an expertise in your field, you might be eligible for the EB1A yourself too. I know you might be wondering, how do I navigate the EB1A journey? Now, a few years ago, I was in this crossroads. I was trying to understand how to navigate the EB1A journey. Is it for me? Can I even come out the other end successful? Is there a more effective way than trial and error, really? And that's the reason I started Smart Green Card program, and especially Smart Green Card program's VIP plan. We have a proven framework that helps you turn your existing expertise from your workplace into a strong EB1A profile without the guesswork. Essentially, what we help to is we look deep into all the work experience, the professional work experience that you have, and try to help you enhance your professional profile in a way that you're using all your organic existing experience to then become thought leaders in the space, to help you publish papers out there, to get that necessary press acclaim from out there, to get the necessary opportunities for you to do judging or many other things that the EB1A requires. So a lot of effort goes into making sure that this is a professional profile development program. Essentially, it's an organic up-ramp in your career. We've helped over 100 clients so far in various industries achieve their EB1A Green Card approvals. You should not waste your time navigating this complex EB1A process alone. And that is the reason our team is here to guide you through every step. Not just the VIP program, which is a relatively high-priced program, I must admit. We do have a lot of free resources that we put out, a lot of free guides. We have an email chain that you can subscribe to where we distribute daily tips every single day. And more so, there is a PDF guide for people facing every single problem pretty much that is completely free. Just comment down below for the link and our team will send you whatever link you need. So if you are ready to take control of your EB1A Green Card journey, you should definitely check out our VIP plan as well by clicking on the link in the description. Feel free to reach out with any questions and let's make your green card dreams a reality, or at least let's try to. Thank you so much for watching, and if you found this video helpful, hit that like button down below and turn on the notifications for more updates on US immigration. Again, I'm not an attorney. I speak from my own experience, and I've been using my experience to help people take their professional profiles from where it is right now to where it may potentially qualify for the EB1A. And if you have got any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be very happy to help you out.